On this episode of the Interpretation Podcast, we will be discussing Carmelo Anthony's verdict, Donald Trump at Madison Square Garden, and the New York Knicks versus the Spurs in Game 3. Tune in, lock in. All right?
Gives money. I would like to welcome you all out to the interpretation of Daniel Stevens. Let's make history. I've been waiting so long, the feeling is so strong.
Yeah. I would like to welcome you all out to the Interpretation Podcast hosted by yours truly, Daniel Stevens. I would like to thank everybody for the likes, subscribes, the shares, and the haters. I need y'all. Please stay in my comments. Please. Thank you. But like I said, we have a lot to get into today. For one, I really want to get into the Knicks losing last night. That's me and my that's me just being diabolical and being a New York Knicks hater. I'm going to tell you this. It was a great game. I love the energy in the Garden. But here's my takeaway. After I watched that game last night, it just let me know that the NBA is not for regular people no more. The whole place was full with stars. Nothing but stars. Like when you literally went in there, all you see was Jay-Z in the front, Fat Joe. I'm like, what happened to the fans that built this team? These dudes ain't do it. They just show up when the moment's right because they want the limelight just as much as the Knicks. I'm going to tell you this. I do got the Knicks winning in 5. They're going to win the next game in New York, and then, nope, let's go 6. They're going to go back to San Antonio and lose a game, but then they're going to take it in San Antonio. And it's crazy that I had a feeling Wemby was going to come out there and show his ass. And he showed his ass. And they couldn't do nothing with him last night. And it was a good game. Overall totality, it was a good game. I just realized that New York City is a city full with a bunch of degenerate assholes. Definitely rich ones. Like Fat Joe, Jay. And listen, I like these guys, but these are some pretentious dickheads. Like, you can just see... as I'm watching it, I'm like, ew. And people will be like, oh, you hating because you broke. Yes, I'm broke, but that doesn't mean I'm hating. It's just I see it for what it is, that nobody, no regular person could have gotten the Garden last night. When those tickets was going for $10,000, think about that, $10,000. Come on, man. Y'all already complaining in New York about housing affordability. But I'll tell you this, the best energy last night was outside in the streets. God damn it. You had, I swear to God. I'm going to show you a series of clips of how New York City fans really act. Maybe it was better for the Garden for them not to be in the building. Because this shit is crazy. Watch this. Just watch this clip. All right. So as you watch this clip, you see New York City, these dudes are fucking nuts. I'll be honest with you. I think the craziest fans are in New York City, Philadelphia, and we'll put Florida on the list. Fuck it, let's put Florida on the list. Yeah, those are the crazy fans. And we'll keep it in New York. Speaking of New York, Donald Trump decides to show up to Madison Square Garden to the Knicks game. Guess what happens? Just like I said to my co-host on the last episode. And this is just a callback. And we're gonna do a rewind clip so he can see this. I told him he's gonna get this shit booed out of him. And what did they do? Exactly what I wanted them to do. Booed him. Because I knew it was gonna happen. And the reason why it was gonna happen, he's a Republican. And they hate him in New York. Even though he's a New Yorker, they hate him. They really hate this guy. They hate him. He's a conservative. He's a New Yorker. And you know that everybody in New York is all for immigration because it's a city of illegals, blah, 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 whatever. A bunch of liberal assholes in a city that's fucking drowning in socialism. But that's another story and that's another take. But with that being said, Donald Trump, I was not a fan of him going to this game because I felt it was a little clout chase. It was a clout chase. It was a clout chasing move. But then I start doing some due diligence today. Start doing some research. Come and find out, this guy has been season ticket owner for the Knicks. He's been there on the floor with Patrick Ewing, you name it. All these people that I was looking at, Charles Barkley, Shaq, all these people have been around him. It's just funny that when the system or your culture tells you to do something, you just immediately do it. And that's crazy. But overall, in totality, I know everybody in New York had a fun night. I know a lot of people was in Central Bookings in jail. I'm quite sure Central Bookings was lit. Everybody, niggas probably would have been, I bet you niggas was happy in Central Bookings. So with that being said, I want to get into my favorite segment of the show, kicking niggas' backs in. We're not only kicking backs in today, we're stomping on a whole fucking city. And guess what city it is? Let's keep it in New York. Yes, I'm kicking in the backs of all New York fans. No matter how much they try to do something nice for the city, here you niggas come. You niggas out there beating each other up. You had Spider Crip out there drinking Henny on the top of a light pole. You beat the old man up with the Spurs. He just there to watch the game. But no, not in New York. We're going to teach you in New York City that New York is not a fucking real place. I'm going to show you a series of clips. Matter of fact, you've seen a series of clips. Here they're attacking this man. Matter of fact, we're not going to show it for YouTube purposes. I don't want to get demonetized. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So I had to kick their back in. New York City, you earned that one. Yeah, now we have to get into something really tough. This one is a little tough. And the reason why it's a little tough, it's not tough for me. It's going to be tough for the people that's woke and on that, that's super black and into the culture and they die hard for the culture. Okay. Carmelo Anthony today was found guilty of first-degree murder for killing Austin Metcalf. I know I don't really want to explain what happened. We all know it's all over the internet. My biggest problem was I told somebody he was going to get found guilty. I knew he was going to get found guilty. And this says a lot, not just to the crime, but to black culture. To when black people can't even go in a courtroom and get on the jury panel because they can't separate their skin from the facts. That's the craziest shit I ever heard in my life. And I'm telling you, and this is how you know, they can't separate their skin color from the facts. They're saying they're prosecuting a young black boy. Yes, that young black boy committed murder. In the laws of the land, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get charged. But you know what these people, you know what they did? They tried to flip the story. They tried to flip the narrative and say he was getting jumped. For one, he wasn't supposed to be over there. He got found guilty by a bunch of white people. And the reason why they didn't put no black people on there, because a lot of black people was going up there saying that they can't put a black guy in jail. So basically, it goes back to what I said. Black people don't know how to separate their skin color from facts, truth, anything. Our skin color overrides everything in our lives. We wouldn't care who we vote for, long as they look like us. We don't give a fuck who's the killer. Long as he hurt somebody white, we still buy him. Why don't we have the same energy when we kill each other? Because I'm more likely to get killed from a black guy than a white guy on any fucking given Sunday. Any Sunday I walk out to the wrong place in Atlanta, I could be a victim. That's real shit. And we all know that. And it just bugs me out that we can't separate the facts from the truth. The truth is, he wasn't supposed to be at this track meet. He went there. They got into an altercation. He stabbed that young man, killed that young man in front of multiple people. And y'all really thought he was going to not be found guilty? That shit's crazy to me, that we throw away logic for our skin color. Logic. So basically, that shit, in a nutshell, he got found guilty, and we're going to see at sentencing. And I'll be honest with you, I figured it was fair. It was fair. He could not have walked away from this. No way in hell. Because imagine you was on the other end of that and he killed your son. Or he unalived your son. But then again, in a black community, if it's black on black, nobody cares. This would have never made the news. Nobody would never care. If it was two black men that did this, nobody would have cared. Nobody. Not even black people. We wouldn't have went out and had a fuss. You wouldn't have seen Black Lives Matter marching in your neighborhood saying stop the violence. We don't even do that with the gangsters. You know what we do? We praise them. They go to jail for killing. They come home. We treat them like if they won an award. Come on, man. We got to make this make sense. And I get a lot of people always saying, damn, you always talking about the black community. What other community should I talk about? You want me to talk about the white community? I have no ties to the white community. I'm not white. I don't know what the fuck they do at their house. So when we get to the nitty gritty of it, I'm just stating the facts and my interpretation. These are my opinions, my feelings. And if you don't like it, meet me in the comment section. Yes, it's crazy out here, man. And I'm going to get off that because it pisses me off and it's making my blood boil. And before I get up out of here, I want to say, Spencer Pratt, you almost had it, buddy. That was a hell of a campaign run. But crooked-ass California made sure you wasn't going to be in the running. It's crazy that the night of the polling, he was almost in second place. It took them 2 weeks, 5 days, 19 hours, and 30 seconds to count all the votes. Guess what happened? He got knocked out and the other Democrat automatically boosted up. So you're telling me, let's make this make sense. You're telling me all the mail-in ballots was only for Democrats? So all the Republicans went to the poll. You're telling me no Republicans mailed in ballots. Let's make this make sense. Are we this fucking stupid that California just rigged the fucking election when you can actually vote with a gym member ID card in California? A gym member's ID. Think about it. California is one of the most pro-immigration states. They love illegals there. They love them. They love them. They love them. It's crazy. I don't know, man. Spencer Pratt, man, I really thought you was going to do it. I really thought you was going to clean L.A. up because L.A. smells like shit. Last time I was in L.A., it's a fucking terrible place. Last time I was in L.A., I heard a Karen Bass is her name. She said, don't call the police because we might not be able to help you. We don't come out for small crimes like robbery and rape. What the fuck do I want to come to this city for then? You damn near got to come to that city with a pistol, a knife, a hard hat, and a bulletproof vest. Order to get something to eat. You can't even go to Roscoe's Waffle and Chicken without dodging bullets or getting harassed by a homeless person. Or when you come out your house, you actually get to see somebody take a dump in front of your house while you're taking your kids to school. This is not me saying this. This is just the facts of what you see. Go look at Skid Row, downtown LA. Skid Row is over 59 blocks of homelessness. Think about this. Basically, this is a lawless land. You can sell anything down there from super meth, super crack, super weed, anything. Only reason I called it that because I see in California they like to add the super on everything because they got super meth out there now. I don't know what that is. I don't know how that works, and I don't want to know how it works. Kids, stay off drugs and leave them alone. And please don't be down on Skid Row. And with that being said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, liking, subscribing, sharing, and leaving some hate. You already know it's the interpretation. I'm out.